Go over there because it's going to get crazy in the chat tonight. All right, so
How crazy? Not crazier than all of us.
before we get into the Diddy stuff, could you just set the table with a bit of your backstory of what led to that, please?
I was dating a guy, a model named Anthony Gallo, and he got the opportunity to move to New York and pursue his modeling career.
A new accuser of Diddy has recently made shocking claims involving Jennifer Lopez and Kris Jenner, alleging their involvement in disturbing rituals. Adria English has come forward to share her harrowing past, revealing that a brief stint in the adult film industry during a 6-month period in 1999 continues to cast a shadow over her life. The revelation of this chapter by her family led to heartbreaking consequences, including public shame at her own church. Adria recounts the anguish of returning to her family home, only to find explicit material from her past being shown on the big screen.
I was having trouble on the West Coast with me having a past in the adult film industry. My family found out, and basically they shunned me. You know, it was a big letdown because I wasn't that type of person. I am a Christian. I believe in God. I was raised in the church. My parents been together since 13 years old. I'm the firstborn, their love child. So it was devastating for them to find something like that out. I was manipulated into it initially by a guy I was dating, Jake Steed. He was like a boyfriend, and like he kind of groomed me to.
Seeking a new beginning, Adria relocated to New York with her then boyfriend, Anthony Gallo, an aspiring model pursuing his dreams. However, the city quickly shattered her hopes for a fresh start. Adria recalls the unsettling experience when Anthony faced shocking demands during an audition for a prominent campaign linked to Diddy.
Said we would make money forever, residuals, which he's been collecting for the last over 20 years and hasn't given me $1, even though I signed residual paperwork. And I'm everywhere online in the adult, you know. My name is Unique, if anybody wants to look it up. OMUNIQUE. You just type in P** I'm Unique, and then click over to images and videos, and they should all pop up. It is my past, you guys. The reason why I'm bringing it up, people are like, why are you even talking about it, is because it was only a 6-month time.
Struggling to make ends meet in the pricey streets of New York, Adria found work at Manhattan clubs, including Larry Flynt's Hustler Club. Immersed in the nightlife, she adopted the stage name Sasha at the insistence of management, who sought to market her as exotic. This path ultimately brought her closer to the inner circle of the music industry.
Do you guys remember when Wendy Williams asked J.Lo this?
So, if you recall the last time that you were here,
Yes.
I was telling you that I could always see you getting back with Puffy in a little way.
I remember you said
Yes.
that. Yes.
But wait, because the way her mom reacted to that question?
Or, in my mind,
Look at that.
or in
Remember the whirlwind romance between Jennifer Lopez and scene P. Diddy Combs. In the late 90s, the duo dominated headlines, making waves in both the music and celebrity worlds. However, their seemingly glamorous relationship took a dark turn in December 1999, an incident that left a lasting mark on both their careers. Today, we revisit that infamous night and explore the shocking aftermath that captivated fans and the media alike.
Now, these two dated for a couple years from 1999 to 2001, and everything seemed to be going okay until they got into some legal trouble. Around that same time, his on and off girlfriend Kim Porter was pregnant with their son Christian. It was December 28, 1999. Puff Daddy and J.Lo go to a club called Hot Chocolate in New York. They were there to celebrate Shine on his new album release, but around 2 a.m. a fight breaks out and shots are fired. 3 people were injured, with one of the victims being struck in the face, and then these two, along with Shine, decide to go on a high-speed chase with the cops in New York.
J.Lo and Diddy had been dating for a couple of years when the infamous incident unfolded on December 28, 1999. The pair attended a party at a New York nightclub, Hot Chocolate, to celebrate rapper Shine's album release. However, the night took a violent turn around 2 a.m. when a heated argument broke out, escalating into gunfire. 3 people were injured, including one victim who suffered a gunshot wound to the face.
End up arresting them, and they found the weapon that allegedly belonged to P. Diddy in the car. Released after a few hours and free to go. Shine, on the other hand, was charged with the crime and was sentenced to 10 years in prison, but was released after 9 years and deported back to Belize. Recently, the victim, Natanya Rubin, is speaking out, and she said that Diddy was the one who did it. What she's saying is all alleged, and some people think it could be a money grab, but others believe her word by word because her story has remained the same since 1999.
What happened next felt like a scene straight out of a movie. In a state of panic, Diddy, J.Lo, and Shine fled the scene in a high-speed car chase, only be intercepted by the police. During the stop, a weapon allegedly connected to Diddy was found in their vehicle. While Jennifer was released within hours and cleared of any wrongdoing, Diddy faced serious legal issues. Shine ultimately took the fall, serving 9 years in prison before being deported.
To turn around and just tear his whole life down, but it's all because of his mentors and the people that trained him and taught him the music business. You know, it's all about the people who trained and taught him the music business, because Puff wasn't he wasn't born a monster.
Jane Deal didn't hold back when addressing Diddy's recent indictment. He disclosed that many industry insiders had anticipated this outcome, especially following the Homeland Security raid on Diddy's home. According to Jane, it was only a matter of time before charges were brought against him. Reflecting on Diddy's fall from grace, Jane remarked on the tragic irony. A man who once showed immense promise and rose to become a music icon ultimately dismantled his own legacy.
You know what I'm saying? He was made into a monster, brother. Do you understand what I'm saying? He was made into a monster from the stuff that happened to him, the things that he had to do. You understand? The things that he had to do to become who he is. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's like this, brother. You never like something so much that you can't do without, and you never be willing to do anything.
Jane attributed Diddy's drastic transformation to the influence of his mentors in the music industry. He argued that Diddy wasn't born this way, but rather shaped by those who taught him the ropes. The lessons he learned from industry giants, many of whom engaged in destructive behaviors themselves, ultimately molded him into what Jane describes as a monster. From drug use to manipulating others, these behaviors were not inherent in Diddy, but rather learned over time.
Some crazy things that Courtney has personally experienced. He sent us a plethora of photos that we are going to be showing you. Some huge names in some of these photos. But if you've watched any of Courtney's other interviews, you know he had access to certain things. And I don't want to cross any lines, so I'm going to let Courtney introduce himself and tell you guys what's coming up.
I'm a Brick City native from Newark, New Jersey.
While discussing Diddy's darker side, Jane recalled witnessing a dramatic shift in his personality. The man who was once grounded in New York's hustle became unrecognizable in Miami and California. Diddy's escalating habits, substance abuse, and exploitative behaviors marked a clear turning point. According to Jane, these were not traits Diddy was born with, but were learned and amplified over time, creating a harmful cycle.
I've been in the music business for 35 years. I started out with Artifacts, a little bit before the Artifacts, but man, Tane One from childhood hooked up with me and told me come on board, help him out against the label. From there, I still was involved with Tupac Shakur, Fatal Hussein, Hurricane Chris, Beanie Siegel. Not too much with Beanie Siegel, just did a tour together.
Courtney Burgess, a seasoned music industry veteran, offered exclusive insights into his impressive career, having worked with legends such as Tupac Shakur, Busta Rhymes, and DMX. He disclosed that his time in the industry provided him with unique access to behind-the-scenes secrets that paint a troubling picture of fame, power, and betrayal.
Went well. Busta Rhymes, we did a song come on, get down, get down. And a couple of more. You know what I'm saying? A lot of movies, High School High, How to Be a Player, Fantastic Four, about 11 movies. And I went on to open up my own management company.
It sounds like you have a lot of knowledge of Kim Porter's book. Could you tell us a bit more about that, please?
Shakir Stewart, Tupac Shakur, I'm here today for them to maybe rest.
One of the most captivating stories centers around Kim Porter, a key figure connected to some of the biggest names in the music industry. According to Burgess, Porter had a complicated history with Tupac before her relationship with Diddy.
Ray J, and Diddy's former publicist, host of the podcast Naughty But Nice, Rob Shooter. First, Ray J, give us an assessment of Suge Knight's credibility. Where should he be believed? Where should he not be believed?
Burgess offered a rare glimpse into Kim Porter's diary, revealing her personal struggles and the darker side of the industry. He recalled an eerie moment in a recording studio when her name unexpectedly surfaced during a phone call. This conversation hinted at deeper tensions between Porter and Diddy, tensions that would later shape pivotal career decisions for others.
And if you look at his track record, I mean, he pretty much ran the hip-hop and music scene during the Death Row era. So a lot of people he know and a lot of people he has been around. I can't vouch for everything because I'm not Suge, but I can just tell you, like, most of the time, Suge is saying something is coming from experiences. He's not like making it up like he's writing Green Eggs and Ham. Like, this is...
In a fiery interview that's been making waves, Ray J opens up about Suge Knight's recent allegations against Diddy. This explosive conversation, marked by a clash of opinions, delves into the credibility of one of hip-hop's most controversial figures.
So Adria English is back, one of the alleged victims of Diddy, who was dropped by Ariel Mitchell Kidd because of conflict issues between them two. She is giving an interview to a YouTuber content creator called Lionel B, and she is making some very strong allegations. Hey guys, it's Murad Murali back at it again. Daily and consistent content. Let's get straight into this video. So her and Mr. Courtney are back because remember, there's no gag order.
When asked to evaluate Suge Knight's credibility, Ray J begins by acknowledging Suge's undeniable influence during the Death Row Records era. He notes that Suge dominated the music scene at the time, shaping the careers of many legendary artists. However, Ray J is cautious to draw a distinction, explaining that while Suge's perspective is often shaped by his personal experiences, he can't vouch for every claim Suge makes. The entertainment industry is in turmoil following new, explosive accusations from Adria English, who has once again come forward with fresh allegations against Diddy. Without any gag orders in effect, her startling revelations are capturing widespread attention and leaving many stunned.